They say absence makes the heart grow fonder, but they surely have not been away from home with the fear of not going back. My love for my home has been way more than my fears. Nothing beats mother's love. Will everything be the same? Will its beauty still be intact? Will I be welcomed back? At this point, I'm afraid of what my brothers and sisters have done or are doing to it. I take a leap of faith to go back as love supersedes everything else. My name is Deborah Zawadi, and some call me the prodigal daughter. The happiness seen on my face on my way home, flying with our national airline, a warm service from our air hostesses just make me miss my brothers and sisters and how good life at home was. I cannot wait to learn and celebrate with my family.
Gentlemen, good morning from the flight and captain. We are just about to begin our descent for Nairobi's Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. We estimate to land at 6:55 a.m. local time. If you'd like to adjust your watches, the time now is 6:32. We have received the weather for Nairobi, which is good for arrival. Temperature of 17 degrees Celsius and calm wind.
Hours later, and you're finally here. I do not know whether to run or calmly collect myself to embrace these emotions in me. I am welcome with a strong heat wave, and that just means Karibu Kenya. 414. From the airport to the city center, nothing more than I expected it. The rush of my family to earn their daily bread, the traffic, the dust, and the wind makes me say, home is the best place to be. But even with these emotions on me, I cannot fail to see the sadness affecting mother. Things do not seem like a normal day here. Looking around, political posters everywhere, campaigns here and there. Tension is seen on people's faces. But why are my brothers and sisters this tensed? It hits me that I decided to come home during the elections year. I am a filmmaker, and my decision to travel home was because I wanted to document to the world about the Kenyan tourism industry. With the help of the Kenya Tourism Board, I was able to make this trip worth.
Cut.
The decision was after a long thought that I wanted to have something in my archives about my motherland, Kenya. I wanted to show the world the beautiful Masai Mara, the land of the highest number of lions in the world, the home of the largest wildebeest migration in the universe. How breathtaking riding a hot air balloon is as you have to look into the wild. I wanted to share our beautiful beaches so that people could know what they're missing without visiting Kenya. We are surely not Maldives, but we are unique on our own. Take a moment, head down to the Kenyan coast and have a relaxing weekend away from the city life. Have a cold pina colada on the beach or swim in the Indian Ocean. Not only that, I wanted to document other regions that many are not aware of. The Lake Turkana region, located at the northern part of the country, with its beautiful cultures and traditions, or just how interesting it is to get there as it is very far away and kinda having a very different life going on unlike other parts of the country.
One of the purposes of Tobonglore is to bring people together, to celebrate peace, to celebrate unity. And those who come together, not only the different Turkana clans, we've been attracting also, joined by our visitors from the neighboring countries. Uganda, South Sudan, and Ethiopia. So it's basically been a regional festival that is gaining global standards.
But then my happiness is quickly overshadowed by the political unrest of the country. A country clearly divided by tribalism as a caste and politics dragging it along.
Governance is about power, Hussein. Use of power. You can either monopolize power and use it against your people, dictate on them, steal from them, and so on, or you can use that power to serve the people.
Why do we let political errors sadden us like this? Why do we allow ourselves to go into that deep corner just because of politics? Where is it that we've gone wrong as Kenyans? What happened to the words of our national anthem? Natukai na undugu, amani na uhuru? Do we still live and respect that like our forefathers did? But the words felt useless to my brothers and sisters, because no longer do these represent what we have become, a society which has failed to grow, stagnant and toxic with the stench of death, getting deeper and deeper throughout the years.
Why? We can't allow. We want Raila to make change. Even Unga, high price, everything, high price. How can how can we live like this?
It was clear that the case of
And I see the corruption, the pollution, politicians fooling the nations, while we walk in blindness, embracing technological evolution, thinking we have progressed. Oh, what a delusion. If we still let politics divide us, surely have we become this blind to our own undoing? Our leaders do not matter as long as they put mothers' safety first.
That is democratic.
With clearly only two political parties on the lead, dividing the country into two red regions like a river cutting through a city. People are living in fear because they do not know what will come out of the general elections. Days pass by and finally election day braces us. Everything seems so peaceful until the election votes are now streaming in and in large numbers. Everyone seems to have their own opinion. Businesses are shut down just because no one can predict what will happen after the results.
No, just to repeat again, just to say that basically we're here, having reported to work, and very grateful as we assess the situation across the country.
The only solitude I had was social media, only to log in and find out that was a joke my brain was playing on me. The hate from supporters of each party going on social media is insane. People have no respect for their neighbors. In a country that has 44 known tribes in total, it breaks my heart to see that this is going on. A country that has lived the past 5 years in peace, but to have friends tearing each other apart because of politics, forgetting they will need each other after all this is said and done. I come from a minority tribe in Kenya, so I guess no one will insult me because of that. But still, there is no particular joy in that as I see friends, the learned, behave like we're still living in pre-independent days. Days pass by and we finally have the results out and a president-elect. To think that we have all this behind us and I will eventually go on and document what brought me home gave me joy for a split second. Rumors arise that the process is not free and fair, and so a petition is forwarded to the courts, and it is in the hands of the law to decide where the country is heading.
Accept the outcome. We continue to appeal to them that we have extended our arm and a hand of peace and a hand of friendship, and for them to use whatever legal mechanisms that have been created by our wonderful Constitution to express their dissatisfaction.
A long week it was, and just when the country is finally trying to regain its stability, a ruling is given by the Supreme Court. A ruling, the first of its kind in the whole of Africa. The Supreme Court nullifies the elections and orders fresh elections in 60 days.
I personally disagree with the ruling that has been made today, but I respect it.
As much as this puts our legal system in the world map, I fear for the worst in these re-elections. I fear for the life of my family members that I will be living back home. What will happen to the country? True colors are seen. Hate grows bigger and bigger each day. The country is more divided than it was before. The economy is going to get a big hit than how it was before. I don't want to hear on TV, news flash, a man just beheaded a woman, people living less than human. From the refuse of society, they feed their children. I hear our heroes weep in their graves because their deaths have now no meaning. To a nation hell-bent on continuously demeaning the legacy left behind by them. Our national heroes, Jomo Kenyatta, Oginga Odinga, Dedan Kimathi, Mekatilili, Koinange, Harry Thuku, Kamati Oriedo, and many more. I am lost within a nation, no name, no trace, no location, no possession, no government but government, no freedom but free doom. Threats are the new proverbs, new slogans taking over, guilty till proven rich. Corruption is a current chase game. I am tired, torn, worn, and tortured for my silence. Enough of the flowing blood, enough of the illegal lands, enough of the assassinations, because Kenya is now more or less like Hollywood, a crew hired to act the movie. The happenings seems like dreams. Let's stand out, Kenyans for Kenya. Let us open our eyes and stop being fooled. Let us stop falling on the knees like slaves. A new Kenya, me and you. With my patriotic self, I pray that Kenya, land we love, will shine again in her glory. Then we will sing again in our hero story. I am currently back in the UK doing what I love doing, but the happenings at home keep buzzing in my head every single minute. All I can wish for and hope for is a peaceful country to get back to when I decide to go back home. But as for now, I will always keep my motherland at heart and in my prayers.
Moja ni fahari yetu, undugu ndio nguvu, chuki na ukabila hatutaki hata kamwe. Lazima tuungane, tuijenge nchi yetu, pasiwe hata moja anayetenganisha. Naishi na tumaini, najitolea daima Kenya. Hakika ya bendera ni uthabiti wangu, nyeusi ya wananchi na nyekundu ni ya damu, kijani ni ya ardhi, nyeupe ya amani. Daima mimi Mkenya, mwananchi mzalendo.